hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, or if you still having one, hope you're still celebrating well and merrily and heartily. Ugh. I ate and had a nap. So, but we about to play some Beacon Pines. It's been in my library a good long minute. So we're just going to have a chill and relaxed evening. So let's see.
Dear reader,
Okay.
allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary.
Okay.
You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told.
Okay.
In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
Oh, okay.
It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special.
My mother always said so.
Without you, there is no story.
I know that's right.
Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
What's up, Scoop? Happy Thanksgiving to you. This is called Beacon Pines. It's been in my inventory, well, my library for a minute. And it's supposed to be this, like little dark fantasy mystery told in like a storybook kind of way.
His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
What reason is that? Oh, okay. I can control it now. Hold on. Before we do that, we got that. Okay. All right. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. Start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. Oh, damn. It's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. Wow. Okay. No, I appreciate you coming in, Scoop. Let's see. From here on, damn, that is rough, little fella. Feels like that should mean something. Mama always said this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
Rollo?
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
We know folk like that. Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone, just missing. Sorry, I meant to say she went missing. Gonna come back. Of course she is. Okay, Dad, see you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Good, lead the way. Oh, okay. I did that. What is this?
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed.
Okay.
Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Can I get another one? Nope, I guess not. Yeah, I almost forgot the whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. Found the perfect way to start our summer.
Rollo
How's
looked
that?
to the side suspiciously.
Rolo sound like me. Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. It's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. Moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Do yourself, I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rolo.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Oh.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Ponder.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Okay, let's go find Gran.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Jump. All right.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
Where is she?
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years.
Okay.
You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word.
Okay.
Step forth, dear reader. A sturdy old wheel. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Grant, I'm gonna hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Okay, that did that. Hold up now. Mm-hmm. This might be a black family. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere
The less
special.
brand new, the better for everyone involved.
Okay. We were just gonna go ponder, hide, chill. Chill or hide? Let's go with chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on truth.
Boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done. Make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is
Okay.
the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
All right.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
Ooh.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Let's go with ponder
We
this
were
time.
just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you guys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
Big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Don't forget it. Off with you now. Oh, and Luca, you and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. Not the very next objective being get into trouble with the boy. Oh. Okay. Game said, fuck what Grand talking about. Rolo went down here, so any charms around here? Nope, that goes back in there. Okay. Come on, come on. Woo!
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered. Until the foul harvest and his sudden death.
The what and his what?
In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Can I talk to people? Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there,
William
pal.
Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, I'm sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. Dude, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty all right. You're gosh darn right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, look, I gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. I'll harvest the weights and all that. Hold now. Left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with
Mayor
preparations.
Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I? It's Mayor Valen.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
What can the Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you, young Mr. Van Horn. You're looking for charms. We can alter fates. Just chilling by the babbling brook on the tiny bridge. Oh, he's sleeping good. Boy, you put your hands on your belly.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. The Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? It's a showdown they want. I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Okay. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. Sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound you. What did I run into? Fucking bully girls? Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. Had a nickel for every yeah, but. Be the freaking king of nickels. That right, Tish? Yep. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry, it's my first week at
He
Perennial
pulled a
Harvest.
pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. We're going to be on a first name basis, and you can call me Pete. Well, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what were you writing? Oh, just documenting. Josh is excited to be a part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about the new fountains and phone booths. We're going to change the world, and it all starts here. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. We're going to change this town. We need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Ha ha ha. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Can you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open answering a few quick questions? One down, see? It's not that hard, is it? Okay, we're going already. Question number 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's only the place I've lived. See, that wasn't so
He
painful.
stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. You can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Oh, snap. Hey, Jetson. Line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. Hey, it was never about to catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Good cast now. Oh. Easy there, Buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. Okay.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Okay. Reeling in a bit
Luca
faster.
gently baited. Good for skimming the.
All right, reeling in a bit faster. A duck? I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you to turn it up.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Any of them. Old boot. Who do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently baited. Good for skimming the surface.
Try feathering. Another duck. Okay. We could use some new bait. You say we head out and find some more. All right. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Boy, this is a tree house.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse. After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied. On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Like any normal boy.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Okay, so what's this top secret plan to start our summer? Well, you know the abandoned warehouse by my place. The old Valentine building. Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. Okay. Look, I thought that boy was talking about going hunting in there. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. It seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Look, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Ride or die, pimp. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Town Hall, coffee, the Beacon.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luker. What's the day you have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about news. The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh, Rolo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rolo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Okay. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilized wet house? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. He's safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
Two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Oh, more people. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting the kid up for success.
Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the Early Bean.
The Early Bean. Last Chance Diner. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate.
Okay.
And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Are you seeing my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Could wait up. I almost had to tell you Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rolo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? But you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Get into trouble with Rolo. There it is. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick or tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrinkle Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind, oh, I do mind, I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself. Okay.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an angered Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paul always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. Okay. That's some country shit. March, you big oaf. Oh, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report. Investigate the Valentine warehouse alone. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. She just outright said nope. Like, okay. Up at Dawn Newsstand. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake you. No problem, comes with the
Dawn
job.
had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rollo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I have heard something. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everybody's preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch it in. Catch it in. Oh, and Luca, I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find anything about find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. Still keeping my ears up. I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Okay. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beaker Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Sharper Valentine.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. All right. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. All right?
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Oh, that boy talk deep. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nunn Creed. I was just on my way to. I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually. Guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. But don't let this old man slow you down. Remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. Fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine. This TD Jake's ass poodle dog, man. Come on. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Ha, man.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative.
Okay.
It didn't see much use.
It's a phone booth. Nothing that way. What about if I go back this way?
Luca knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end.
Bro, okay, so I can't go back. All right. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. You're going into Wheatwood. Just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it. Yeah.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Over here.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution about fence. That sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was...
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
Definitely not touching him. Right.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Okay.
One more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth. There we go.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
So Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going
There's
on
only
here?
one way to find out. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Active pollution?
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
Zip.
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, not a tight coil. All right.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground.
Uh-oh.
Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
Oh, shit. This is a story about...
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end?
Now, wait a minute.
I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you.
Okay.
We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Hmm. Go back to the change here. Was a little shit. Okay.
Past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Yeah. Make a break for it. He ran up and slapped her. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right. Make a break for it. What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? And she's unfazed. Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Ran over Solomon. Okay. Sorry about that. Roller can get over
Solomon
excited at
Valentine,
times.
current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune,
Oh, okay.
huffed as he brushed off his pants.
Town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how's that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. Make it sound like she's rarely at home. Not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. So count your blessings. Better to have a caretaker who is rarely around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. Doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Ooh, snap. Who's this? Solomon?
Trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. You're not wandered off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Oh, and it skips the conversation. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Skips that one too, and there's Rolo. I win. Little help? Okay. I am the champion. We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Sure, why would I take advice from second place? Has this sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. We're gonna get around this electric fence. Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Who always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Oh, you're a genius. Think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo...
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Rumble. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door is locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. What's in there? Let's see. There's this squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Okay. Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic ground command. You're coming in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. Brian, my hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that, dude. I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Oh, no. Oh! That's a bag covered in duct tape and sludge.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh, God, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deep for
Rollo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them. He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
So it's on a badge or something. What's it say?
Badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Oh, that's a dead hand. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. You hear me yell, run. You don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Okay, Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. But here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rolo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Okay. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Oh no. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? And really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Rand's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. Indeed.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
That coming from upstairs? The walkie-talkies. Or the radio. Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think. Luca glanced. He wasn't sure.
Knock? Oh, hey, Roxy. This about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. Not our boy Rolo! Not our boy Rolo! Come on, no! What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Wheatwood, and then it was late and we went home. Wheatwood, if he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything he
Luca's
said?
mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. To stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
We gotta find our boy Rolo. Where are you? Check the library for Rolo. We coming, Rolo?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Who's this? Bert. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. We're setting up lots of stuff for the festival, excuse me. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy says she will be here, then she will be here. Just don't see why I'm standing doing nothing and waiting for Roxy. I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. True, but damn, bro. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Wheatwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Wheatwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Is this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Carter. Nonsense. Young Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. Okay, so Rolo's last name is Carter. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging? Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that. Where did she run off to? We got informed Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Rainiel Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Wheatwood, right by Valentine's Fertilizer. I'll check out Wheatwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Good friend, good homie. Okay, so Shelly ain't back yet. We gotta find our boy Rolo, man. Get to the library. There it is.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers.
What up, Kato?
He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject,
That's not a bad plan, actually.
making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno, just
He
started it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they will fight you to death for supremacy? That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Who's this? Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. But if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Ugh. Or like, my complete loss of interest. Huh.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics,
Oh.
most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. There were rarely any actual new editions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week. Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous. Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Okay. Got a new charm.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. Poke around the library. The name of that trophy is Nerd? Come on now, fam. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Often,
Beck's family moved.
giving
Okay.
her little time to establish any real connections. She'll
All right.
tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night, so he's missing. I guess so. Like missing. Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up.
Belle
What?
pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Okay. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. Guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. Person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Hell yeah, new homie. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. We gonna find our boy. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Then boarded up the fence. Boarded up the way in.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
This sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Hold on now.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Gray.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. And just look what the cat tracked in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. He looks fine to me. Why, hello, I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang around with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty all right. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards
You
Luca,
want these
his finger
hands?
lit by the glowing puddle.
Let's go. You want the hands? Okay.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
But time to bust out the tickle, the strange. Ooh. I thought it was gonna be the fight when I found, because I'm ready to throw these hands. Hold on, tickle or the strange? We'll go the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
All right, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
Weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello, are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Doug?
Iggy taunting back, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Oh,
His
into the
clothes were
goop.
drenched in the glowing ooze.
My clothes are ruined. I'm
His
gonna.
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Did we just kill the kid? Struggle. I don't feel so good. Oh! Health. Oh, oh. I'm sorry, oh shit. Yup. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We gotta find our boy. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Okay, nothing else to do on this side. Oh! Oh there, little buddies. You startled me. What the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping looking for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? Where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about
Beck
work anyway.
glanced toward Luca.
It's all well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Okay, so Rollo turned up, which is strange.
A wave of relief washed over Luca.
We're gonna have to check with our boy.
Replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
Oh yeah, we may not live to talk to him.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Hold on. Okay. Change. Struggle. Strange. Has a question mark, so no chance. Okay. Come back. Where's Grant? I know I wasn't supposed to go in there. I was just helping look for Rollo. Not out here. Grant? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Wait, where's Grant?
Luca was alone. The house was empty. Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well,
You catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one.
Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work.
Interesting choice.
With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple.
The wrong choice, but I respect it.
The pond began to freeze over.
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand.
Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal.
The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel.
None of it's your fault, you know. Never was.
Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands.
That's the thing about fishing, Luca.
His chest began to crystallize.
You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out.
A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Hold on now. Wait, what is happening?
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie. Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rollo, is that you? Luca. There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here.
Rollo's
Down
voice
here?
was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Someone grabbed me yesterday. Wait, the man in the hazmat suit? It was blank. Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in blank for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on,
The
someone's
signal went
coming.
silent. Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rollo's voice
you.
began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to blank the treehouse. The
With that,
treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What's that? The treehouse. Antenna. He wants me to use the antenna than treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a
Luca
genius.
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Okay. 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 Before we do that, great, that goes right there. Warehouse of Horrors. Struggle. I could use struggle there back when I get found. Strange has a question. So I think we don't know what comes of that fully yet. Still have tickle there. And look at these, and like these go straight, like these are linear, and these go to two wildly different directions. This path we investigate alone. On this one we investigate with Rolo, and Rolo gets caught. Do the tickle. We're gonna do the tickle.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep. Yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for any interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Huddled before making his escape.
Wait! No! What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter
Okay.
4.
She didn't grow and mutate like he did.
The vest policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rolo was his primary concern.
But what the hell are you doing out here? Why did a kid with gray hair just run past us
Roxy
in
and
panic?
Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. Luke, I need you to start telling me the
Roxy's
truth.
temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay, I
Roxy
promise.
drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait in there in case Rolo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
Did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoop. What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder
Looking
than
into the
normal.
kettle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? Place gives me the willies. In the treehouse till Rolo shows up.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to?
Luca
What?
motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. The dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. It's music. Lily Boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics. We all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks. Think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? It's music. Not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Look, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Daniel boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face.
No, we don't trust Mr. Nuncreed.
There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
We can't trust him. We're messing around at the old Valentine
Mr. Nuncreed
warehouse.
raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What are you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep
Mr.
Engineering.
Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said
A
that.
deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
We can't trust him! Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with
Firm
this.
shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands
Door
now.
latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
What is happening? Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
What?
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Wait!
Wait. No. This isn't the end.
No.
I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, so I have shame, but I can't use it anymore. Tickle and strange. Tickle's done. Strange has a question mark. These are you and these are this. Okay. Let's go back here and try strange again. You played this part of the branch already. Get to where we left off. Hold up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. So we went back and we saw where that path led. And now we know we can't trust Mr. Nuncreed. When that music kicked in, boy, ooh, can't trust Mr. Nuncreed. And where's our grand, fam?
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Gran. So we all understand our roles. You can count on me, the diner lady. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original
Mr. Tolliver
plan.
paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Aram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Our resources would still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her before your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. The diner lady and whoever Mr. Tolliver is are okay with Gran. You know, Gran is cool. Maybe. Are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Good Christ! Dawn? Yeah! Look, that would have been me. Would have passed out. Scared me. How long have you been there? Well, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Now I'm going to stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. All right. Hold on a second, though. Because at noon we get. Strange still has the question mark. Shame is done there. Okay. All right, well. You got all these charms, but haven't found a place to use them. I did it. I changed the sign. Linda, did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. Situations such as these, odd is
The boys
good.
shared a mischievous grin.
Okay. Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Here we go. Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? The hell?
Luca could
Who's
only
there?
see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Okay. I've got weapons in here. So you better come
He
out right
strained
now.
to hear as a muffled voice began.
weapons. That's because you hurt something that's already
Fear
dead.
gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize
He
myself
stood the ground
anymore.
for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster, and now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Luca
Iggy?
reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be some way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through with the wheat wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you, bro? Luca. Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the tree. Oh. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Arboreal domicile. Shave and a hair. Crap, they found it. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh! Whole lot of raccoons, fam. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. But you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yes, the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with a creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC,
Okay.
the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Huh.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunt do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rolo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Oh, the mask is slipping. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
Grip
that?
tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rolo, you liar? Oh shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Okay.
His mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Give him these hands!
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luke, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to
Turned his
this.
back on the two boys.
In
With a
this.
nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
What?
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, so the fight is done. Shame is done. Tickling the stranger done. Okay. And so we go back to the struggle. Okay. I'm liking this so far. But, oh, this is great. Okay. So, this is where we're going to end it this evening, everybody. We're going to end it here. We're going to pick this up later. The rest of this, I'm gonna play through the rest of this. You can check it out on our YouTube. I'm gonna download this and I'm gonna upload this on the YouTube, and that is where you'll see part 2 and so on and so forth for the rest of this game. But this has been great. May stream future episodes, who knows? But hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We tried to play what I thought was gonna be a chill little game, but this is a dark little mystery. I'm loving this. So hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, give us a like and a follow. Check us out on YouTube where you can see the rest of this. And thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Peace. Good night, everyone.